we live streaming this one?
On Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, duh.
We're live and ready.
What
Okay.
up?
Good morning again.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Man.
Good opening.
When troubles surround
Oh, that is good.
us, when evils come,
To all you fans of streaming music,
Is
Bob
this
News,
It's just great.
thanks your
Yes.
pardon.
Dolly Parton, yeah.
as time from afar,
Bob's verdict is final.
Send chills through you.
He's pro.
That
Fine.
was a cool shot.
We do have a lot of records here. I'm estimating about $17 to
Oh, I
by the
remember
time.
this one.
Bob inherited his first 2,000 albums from a neighbor who passed on.
No, I'm not a music guy.
Then the retired welder started listening.
It's a burning thing.
Bob was somewhere between the giants of music and those who weren't when inspiration struck.
We're heading for Ellsworth. When I do my loop, it's about 210 miles once a month. Okay.
Clean
If
his
Bob
windshield.
got a kick out of these albums, he reasoned, maybe others
I brought some new polka records.
would too.
Oh, I need a polka.
Try that one for us.
She getting it. Go ahead,
The
mama.
past 4 years, Bob has donated more than 40 turntables to senior communities in western Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota.
Over in Jethro, yeah.
At 98, Virginia Allen sits often with the records and her memories.
What kind of memories? Oh, back when I was wild, wicked, and
Total.
Each month, old records out as Bob exchanges them for new ones.
Linda Ronstadt,
As word has spread,
the Supremes,
donated albums
Patsy Cline.
have arrived by the thousands
I ain't got a lot.
at Bob's front door. With a welder's ingenuity, he cleans them,
8 records at a time. Andre Brevin.
then patches their jackets as if each is golden.
Each person probably has a record that's their special.
as my wings and then 1,000 things.
There's something about touching those jackets that makes the music connect in a way downloads
Make the world go away is beautiful.
can't.
There goes my everything. Either one of them. It's an important part of life, music.
Music jars loose the story,
Listen to American Top 40.
and the stories propel Bob.
This is a calling.
in the sweet
There's a lady sitting right across from the turntable, and she said, Bob, my husband just recently passed away, and we had a song that was our song our whole lives. And she said, you don't happen to have it, do you? We had it along. You are my sunshine. God did that. He put it there.
$35,000 of his own retirement money, Bob
Some of
has put into
these super
this.
tight ones are a little
important, and these people are very important.
Serving up sunshine on a platter. Boy Duper, Carol Evan News, elsewhere.
soft. I can say yes. Reluctantly.
Yes. Ryan.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
yes,
sorry.
yes, yes,
Is there more than one story?
No,
No,
just one.
no.
Oh,
just
I thought it was up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it's one story up to 10 minutes. It's not a composite.
Oh, okay, okay.
And we're looking at, just to be clear again, we're looking at this
First,
from,
second, third, honorable mention.
No, I mean, we're looking at this from a photography
Photography.
point of view. Gotcha. Because it's the challenge with that is like the stories are all really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you get caught up in the story.
Right.
Right.
And when, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. 0116. Oh, we're doing names.
Oh, we're doing names.
Oh, okay.
It's the right thing to do.
All right, we'll do.
Well, good morning, guys.
Nothing unusual about colleges visiting a high school,
Most any program that we offer.
but nothing common about this.
I didn't believe it. I would have never expected it.
Kind of took a double take.
The reaction when every member of the senior class at Rush City High School opened the mail and read
It's too good to be true.
these words.
Full tuition to any student that graduates from Rush City in 2018.
But who would do such a thing? You're looking at him.
Because I thought it was the right thing to do.
Right thing to do.
You know, I was able to do it, and why shouldn't I?
That's what drove Dennis Franson to offer free tuition to new Rush City grads who attend Pine Technical and Community College in nearby Pine City.
It just occurred to me, well, why don't I just do it for the high school? And I did.
He did. This man who skipped college and at 17 started a logging business, which needed capital to expand when Dennis went to his hometown bank for a loan and was promptly rejected.
So I walk out of the bank and I said to myself, someday I'm going to own this bank.
And today, Dennis Franson does, and 35 other banks, and Plastek Corporation, Rush City's largest employer.
This one's a no.
And this airplane hangar he owned until someone from the local ambulance.
A couple of shots were soft and background was focused instead of the foreground.
Love is the answer.
Is this what I think it is? We don't need to watch this. This is.
We've seen it like
What?
4 times.
I was gonna say.
We've only seen it 4 times?
Oh my god. I feel like I've seen it 4,700 times.
I know, right?
It's a yes.
Alright, that's a big yes for me. Oh no! Why did you do that? It's gonna be there. What is this?
Kazbeg.
It's called We Got Unplugged in Casbegi, Georgia, the jewel of the
Casbegi.
Caucasus Mountains.
That's the title. So we
I'm
got
just
unplugged.
gonna call it Georgia.
There we go. Georgia.
That must be in another country.
Yeah.
We are in Casbegi, which is one of the most gorgeous places I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's not Georgia.
Casbegi is a town nestled high in the
right down the
Caucasus
road.
Mountains
Are you
in
sure?
the country of Georgia. Known previously
That might
only
be,
to hardcore hikers and thrill-seeking snowboarders. Just 7 miles away is the southern border of Russia. But we're on our way. We're doing a little expedition into a mountain town called Juta. But this guy is Mr. Casbegi himself. Alexander Casbegi was a famous 19th century Georgian writer. He abandoned his aristocratic lifestyle to live in these mountains as a shepherd, and his writing documented the mountain lifestyle, what many Georgians believe to be the essence of Georgian culture. And this is where Georgians go to get unplugged. So we came to do the same thing with some locals.
There's a lot of me
We're
rolling
driving to
here.
Juta, a tiny village that sits above Casbegi and accessed only by a
Me roll.
small
I say that a lot.
mountain road.
A lot of me
For
roll.
9 months out of the year, snow makes
Yeah,
this
look at
village
it.
inaccessible to the outside world.
It's hard to make that
summer,
look
like 20 or 30 families
Yeah,
live
that's
in
true.
this town, but during the winter, only 5.
No, I kind of I think it's a style thing. I think when you're at this level, it's a style thing.
Lisa and her husband Omar have lived here in this house in Juta since they were first married over 50 years ago.
Right there.
They're the sweet grandparents.
No,
Can we
see,
Jovial
no.
and welcoming.
Can we stop? Or?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. No. Me-roll, I like that term.
I use that term often. I'm like, this story is not about you. Huh?
Right. Posing.
What is this?
Oh, the parlor. This is the photo. Is it the photo? Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
That's a yes.
That's a
Nah.
big.
I just wanted to see y'all faces on that when I said that. It's an absolute yes. It's like a slideshow. It had like it was really cool because they did sequencing
With still
with
photos.
still photos and stuff. So kick, you know, kick. Yeah, it was like.
That guy's laugh.
And it was,
Yeah.
His laugh is the best.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
And it was just a good use of the audio matching up with all the
The
photos
Faces
really well.
Helper. What is that?
The Faces of Helper.
Oh.
Traditional.
I don't know.
Oh.
I just saw the words traditional in photos.
Okay,
so.
okay.
What is this? The Faces of Helper?
Play it a little bit. We've seen it.
Have we?
In an old railroad town, there's no shortage of local color.
A lot of tough people, a lot of older people.
In the town of Helper,
Oh boy,
that color has never been more vivid.
the artists are
I
here.
remember this.
Bringing it back to life.
Just above Main Street,
I remember
Painting
this
has a
now.
mind of its own.
Kate
was
Kilpatrick
good. Can we
Miller
watch it?
Yeah.
is putting
let's watch
Helper's
it.
unique
It's been a
hue
while.
to
Yeah.
canvas.
There's a lot of fun characters here, and I love to paint, so why not paint their portraits and record their stories?
For over a year, Kilpatrick Miller has been painting Helper's most recognizable faces.
This is Jean, and yes, she's very involved
That's
in
cool.
the Catholic
I like them.
community.
The brushstrokes fill in the details,
Such a great big smile.
but the depth
Quite a bit of personality there.
is added away from the artist's palette.
I just went, you know what? This is what I need to do. There's got to be more stories. I got to interview these people.
Tell me how you came to Helper.
Before the portrait,
I digitally record.
Because my dad was a coal miner.
Kilpatrick Miller records her subject.
Fun, and I am one of the members of the 1967 WBDA Helper Championships.
Each distinct voice helps
Yeah,
to
I
tell the
remember this.
story behind the face.
And we started preschool right after Labor Day.
The idea of infusing an interview into the portrait process is something that Kilpatrick Miller came up with over 20 years ago, interviewing a loved one very dear to her heart.
That was good.
Once you interviewed her dad, that's right.
Tell me how you met Mom again.
I remember those tapes.
Yeah.
Don
I was about to say, I
Kilpatrick
really like how they
Jr.
did
was
this.
just a shadow of himself
He's pretty.
Really?
when his wavering tones were forever etched onto his daughter's cassette tape.
He started to get ill when I was 10.
Can you tell me another story?
It took them a year or two to diagnose him with MS, and he nearly died multiple times, and I think that's what got me the idea.
Don's voice now lives on
6-pound rainbow trout.
Whoa.
in a way his body could not, stricken with a terminal disease.
You do. You forget their voice, or I did. I have. But I think the idea of recording them came from this experience.
Through an experience of sound and sight,
How are you, Tony?
Good, how are
Thanks
you?
for coming.
Kilpatrick Miller's project
You got my dimples, so.
is bringing this small town
Well, good.
to life.
I think that is the cutest face, Mrs. Thomas.
And I already knew how to
I like
read because
that.
my
I
dad
like
had taught me.
them doing that.
Together, they are the faces of Helper.
I told her to make me younger, but she didn't.
Some are faces who never seem to leave.
Mrs. Dalpaz, she's 106 years old, she'll be 107.
Others
And his smile is definitely his smile.
could have stayed a little longer.
Yeah.
Chuck Ghirardelli, the town's pharmacist, passed away in March.
Helper's a great place. Thank you.
It feels good to see and know that so many people really cared about him.
In a place where it would have been just as easy to paint over the past.
She has cemented a lot of these people in the history of this town now.
Yes.
Kilpatrick Miller is instead bringing out the highlights.
Wouldn't want to live anywhere else either.
She hopes the local color that has defined Helper will continue to shape the old town into the future.
It's a labor of love for me, and I hope it's a love
trying
for
to
the
find her on
community,
that
that
show.
they know that I'm respecting them and love them.
I agree. Yeah.
What was your comment?
It
was
was
trying
hard to
to find
find her.
her
I
on
was
that
wondering
show,
what we were
that
supposed
show.
to be. But I mean, it wasn't. I liked the
Great
play with
story.
light. That's a maybe for me.
Mm-hmm. Colorado Captain?
I remember this one very well.
What is it?
The comic book one where they use the comic book as.
Oh, I haven't seen it in a while, so if I can.
Yeah. Y'all, that's fine.
We start our story on the streets of Denver, where clearly something has piqued an interest.
Driving down the road, folks kind of tend to do a double take.
Not a bird or a plane,
Just a lot of smiles in a lot of ways.
but a hero nonetheless.
Okay.
My name's Matt Godoyek, and I'm the Colorado captain. I don't care who you are. If you see Captain America rolling down the road, you're probably going to do a double take, and then you'll probably smile too. What's up, pal?
And that's kind of the point.
I'll be waiting at a red light, and I'll hear somebody go,
I like the
"No
lighting
way!
there.
That's Captain America, man! It's a real life superhero."
Language, Steve Rogers would say.
It's cool that folks feel that excited about it. Hulk smash! Now you do it. Smash! Nice! Yeah, there it is.
Not his day job.
Who's your favorite superhero? I'm an actor by trade when I'm not moonlighting as a bartender. There you go.
But still a full-time job.
Well, that's a big high five. The whole thing's to raise money for pediatric cancer. When I'm passing down the road, maybe you'll see me in Peoria, okay?
Remember that. We'll come back to it.
Nice job, pal. It's not a sacrifice for me to wear this suit every day. It's a privilege, and it's fun.
The editing's really
The
good.
spirit behind this red, white, and blue clad cosplayer
I know. It's a
took him on a
separate.
hero's
Yeah,
journey
it's a
this
separate
summer.
editing.
Which it is, but we're looking at photography.
Yeah, the lighting's awesome there.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I love his
that interview is really well done.
It is, yeah.
He'd stop at children's hospitals and conventions.
I know.
Photography isn't.
I know.
It's like medium shots. You know?
At the end of the trip, I'm going to be participating in the Children's Hospital toy ride.
But like in the comics, this storyline has a little conflict, a villain, if you will.
Wouldn't you know, when you're on a bike, things tend to not always go the way you anticipate.
Almost finished with his trip, heading back west in October.
So here's where we stand.
Oh.
A couple of nights ago, I unceremoniously began my journey home from New York City, and along the way, I ran into a blown semi-tank.
Our hero was wounded and stranded in Peoria, Illinois. Remember Peoria?
Maybe you'll see me in Peoria, okay?
His ankle was broken,
I know, yeah.
but his spirit wasn't.
Probably have
I'm
fun
really
with this
shooting for that Children's Hospital toy ride.
Cap himself could fly back, but his bike would be stuck, and he'd never make it to that final finish line.
Photographer steps up.
His hero was the one who needed saving. Enter the man that's been behind the lens of this story this whole time. He drove the 935 miles from Denver to pick up Ganoyak and his bike, strap it in the back of his pickup truck, and drive the 13 hours back. One of the first things Cap did when he got back?
Way to vote!
Election day.
There it is.
There he was on a still broken ankle, being a good citizen.
Thanks a lot for voting. It means a lot.
Boom. Thank you, sir. Where else would you expect Captain America to be?
You know what? Real heroes vote.
This is true.
7 hours he stood on that ankle.
Yeah!
That laugh, that hero spirit, still there. The next day, still dressed the part, the Colorado captain had surgery. His shield wasn't the only piece of metal he now carried around, but it would be a long recovery. 8 weeks, according to doctors, well past the December toy run.
Oh my god, I covered that.
Did you not know about Captain?
No.
We've made it to our
It
hero's
was just
final
another
test, this comic's climax. December 2nd, Aurora Children's Hospital.
Merry Christmas!
Less than a month out from surgery, would the captain make it? Of course he would. The story would stink if he didn't.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
It's what heroes do. They show up when you need them.
Woo, you got girl power, girl!
And in this case, showing up with gifts.
The editing was.
This, I mean, I'd like to show this just because it's just a good, fun story. My nephew would love it.
A lot of the outside shots were overexposed for me, and but that interview shot was really good.
Interview shot was really good.
And,
there were a lot of just
and
medium
you were saying
shots.
a lot of medium shots.
He missed the opportunity to detail.
Oh, some memos, yeah. What is this one called? Spike?
Spike 149.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's the railroad. That's the President Bush.
Is that what that one is? With the
Can we play this for a sec?
No, this is the old one. The trains, the 2 trains.
Oh, okay. Yeah, play.
Play it?
Yeah, play, please.
They reenact.
What time was fully empty, Jack?
I believe we're going out at 9
We
o'clock.
saw this on a POI, right?
I appreciate you coming out.
To keep old
Yes, we
trains running like new. Tom Brown can't tell you how much time he has spent fixing.
Hey, Chuck.
Tinkering.
Did 19's air compressor get oiled?
And even watching the ground.
Every day about they'll come out and go right back in, yeah.
Day after day. Just to keep these 2 trains going.
These engines, they require a lot of maintenance.
Then again, these aren't just any old trains.
That's a nice sounding air compressor, isn't it?
They're the Jupiter and the 119 at Golden Spike National Historic Site in Box Elder County.
These engines,
Yeah, we saw it. That's
they're
repeat,
beautiful
you know.
and they're a good way
Hey, we
to
can
tell
stop
the
this
story, but this
Boom.
No.
No.
The Bush was 141, I think, right? His train.
I don't know. I'm getting all confused with, you know, numbers.
Keeping tabs.
Oh, is this what I think it is?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, there was 2 tab stories, so that's why.
think-
Oh yeah. It's the one
Gonna
with.
play it?
Yeah. I mean.
Which one? No, go. What were we gonna say?
Yeah.
This one with the stop motion.
But what did we see that in?
SOI,
In the last category too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Station of the Year, yeah.
You said yes.
With the POI, yeah.
Thirst for pop topics still isn't quenched.
This is 3 million.
And 3
This is 3 million.
Stop it on the other page.
Actually,
Oh.
can we? Because I
It's playing on the other tab. Yeah.
One tab at a time. This
I
is
was
3
like,
million.
what?
There you go.
You gotta hit the
You gotta-
left corner. Hit the bottom left corner of it.
There you go. What were you gonna say now?
No, I thought we were going to stop it. I want to watch it again just for photography. I
No, I was just saying to stop
Can
it.
we
on
start
the
from
other
the
thing.
beginning
Yeah.
and just play?
It was just playing on both tabs.
Yeah. It's good.
No worries.
1, 2, 3,
Good
4,
tight.
5,
Don't
6,
let it happen
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew, that's a lot of pop. But what if your thirst for pop tops still isn't quenched? What if you're Jim Spindler?
This is 3 million. Yeah.
3
Where is it in the Midwest?
We're 3 million.
Like doing 100 dues a day
Oh,
for
God.
82 years.
One tab at a time.
Or 4 tabs every day since the
I
birth
know
of
somebody who drinks 4 tabs a
him.
day.
Big box.
A big box. Now strapped
A
and
lot of
bulging.
this is editing.
From 1,500 to make a pound.
Literally
It's cool shots
a
too.
ton of tabs.
That's
And
right.
still
It is
not
edited.
enough. Every tab in Jim's collection was once attached
I bet they had fun with this upstairs.
A lot of people bring cans down here.
by Jim's estimate, half the city of Medford.
And they know I'm saving tabs, so they said, I'm not taking the tabs off the cans. You can have the cans too. There's the switch.
Which is why Jim now owns a crusher built of parts from an old airport baggage carrier. His version of shotgunning beers. But even this isn't enough.
That's it.
Sometimes twice a day, Jim goes on a Coca-Cola cruise, a Pepsi pilgrimage, a 7-Up safari.
I'm looking for pop cans and tabs and beautiful
Now,
women.
you see how it's bright outside, but the exposure is still good.
Today,
You know what I'm saying? It's
Jim's a
not too
victim
hot.
of his
Like,
own
that
diligence.
one's too hot.
That one
I
was,
don't
yeah.
see none of them.
That
Not
was okay.
a can he hasn't already found, and barely a morsel.
Yeah, it's like,
Jim also
Right.
gathers out of
But
civic
then-
pride.
You go to some other towns, small
Can't
town
deny
like
that
this,
one.
people just don't give it. They leave it all.
That was clever.
Not since or before Jim's retirement.
That's really tricky trying to get that right.
When I was in business, I had the whole town.
Now, the former garbage man has just one goal left.
Them are the extra ones. I haven't weighed
See,
them
editing
yet.
is
After
selling
30
this for
years
me.
of
Right, the
collecting
photography
pop,
is
Photography's not selling it.
Jim's scrambling to get every
Yeah.
last tab.
It's a no.
No.
Yeah, that's a really tricky thing because you could have in one video you could have one shot that's exposed correctly outside, and then the next shot is just not. You know.
Ragnar.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
A man called Ragnar. Ready.
Ragnar.
That's a run.
Oh.
Har jag ordet nu? Jag har en förmåga att se in i framtiden. Och därför så ska ni ta fram era almanackor och notera att ni är bjudna på en stor fest den 6 april. Det är min begravning. Jag heter Ragnar Hedenius, jag är född 1931 i Dalarna. Jag är njursjuk och har varit det i 3,5 år. Jag tycker att det räcker nu. Jag läggs in nu på måndag. Och ni är gärna komma och hälsa på nästa vecka. På palliativa avdelningen på Löwenströmska. Hoppas ni kommer den 6 april. Tack för ordet. Tack. Hör inga applåder. Fördelen med det här att ha talat om att om några veckor så kommer jag att lämna jordlivet. Jag har aldrig fått så många hedersbestigelser och vackra ord som detta som skulle ha sagts vid begravningen. Och då hade inte jag hört ett ljud. Men nu vet jag. Jag har märkt till min glädje att folk tycker om mig. Och det är en härlig känsla. Det gör det lätt.
There's no tight shots in there at all.
There was some tight shots.
Just of the blood flowing?
I mean, how tight you want to get?
Well, like, we don't have medium, wide, 1, 2 tights. And we're how many minutes into it?
A minute and a half.
Yeah,
it's a 13-minute film.
I know, but we should. That's.
I don't think that's a reason to. I mean.
Okay, well then let's keep watching.
Yeah, me personally, I don't think that's a.
For me, I was going to say the photography. I mean, is not jumping out either, and I'm not even reading what he's saying, because I'm looking at the photography.